This is the Kane Show on demand.
Yo, here we go. Let me just tell you right now, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they completely disappear on you, we offer a service for free where we try to get them back together. Poor Eric has to be the one that actually does the convincing for Ghosted. He's like, come on, just give him the explanation as to exactly why. You owe him at least that, right? Doug, on paper, it looks like you and Beth seem to be a perfect match, especially the fact that you are coming up, well, we're coming up on your, you said 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year. We made it Cinco de Mayo. I have no idea why it's not working.
So, but you know, well, not according to your email, because you said that you do agree that Beth is, in your words, out of your league.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, she's hot, and I've always had that idea that, you know, yeah, I was definitely dating out of my dating pool, if you were going to say that. But I mean, we're inseparable. We hang out, friends, family, all the time. It's like I just aside from that, I have no idea.
You don't fight? There's no. I mean, because I only ask that because if you admit that she's outside of, in your words, dating pool.
Yeah.
You also mentioned in your email that you try harder to satisfy her.
Whatever she needs. Yeah. Like, do trust me, whatever she needs, I drop whatever I'm doing. I take care of her, and, you know, any favors she needs, I'm always there. And that's why, I mean, after a year, it's weird that, you know. So
I ask about the fighting and things like that because guys always want to solve the problems when women just want us to listen sometimes.
Yeah, we just want to vent sometimes.
And that's what I'm wondering if, you know, because you're overcompensating for maybe she thinks you're hotter than she, who knows? But my point is you may be overcompensating for something that's out there that's driving her away. Now, I don't know. I have not talked to Beth yet. Eric has. But she has agreed to be on the show, and you guys haven't talked in how long?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, probably 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah, that's a while.
It's a very long time. And she won't answer or give you any explanation despite you asking, you know, hey.
I mean, at this point, I've got voicemails and texts and a Facebook message, and I'm zero. I got nothing.
Got nothing. All right. Well, let me bring Beth on. Good morning, Beth. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Well, thank you again for agreeing to be on and kind of giving Doug the answer to the. I get where Doug's coming from. I would be upset too if we were coming up on 1 year and all of a sudden you just dip out, and according to him, he's got no explanation.
Yeah, well, there is a reason.
Okay.
Doug travels for work a lot, and I have the luxury of pretty much working anywhere. And so oftentimes if he goes somewhere really nice, I travel with him. And he is kind enough to get my ticket and take care of me in that way. But the thing is, he has paid for the pre-check, the TSA pre-check, which means he gets to go in a shorter line. He gets to get through security faster. And, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I don't pay for pre-check and I don't hold it as a priority. And when we go through the TSA line, he just leaves me and he says, with worse, he says, "See you later, peasant." And
hell nah. What?
Rude.
So,
okay, no.
But okay, let me just recap. He pays for your
flight.
Mm-hmm. He pays for, so he's going on business, but he pays for everything else. And you're upset because he doesn't wait in the normal line with you, or he hasn't gotten you pre-check, or he says the peasant thing?
All of it. Yeah. And a lot of it is just that it's embarrassing for my partner to leave me in the line instead of waiting with me. And it's embarrassing when he says things like that. He always makes those comments. For the sake of,
and I'm just putting it out there, because if he is paying for the ticket, right? And, I'm assuming his company's probably paying for the room, or rooms where however often you travel. Why wouldn't you, and I'm just asking, I'm not trying to insinuate there's right or wrong yet, but why wouldn't you just go ahead and get pre-checked? It's like $100 for 5 years.
Yeah, it is something like that.
It's not.
And it's worth it.
He should just wait with me, though. Like, why? What is the big deal about just standing with me, waiting with me?
Because he paid for it. I would
Doug,
use it.
You're awkwardly quiet. Doug?
What's up?
Yeah, no, I'm floored by this. You don't understand that I'm making a joke?
A joke?
Yeah.
Well, other than the joke, do you think it's your responsibility to get her a pre-check?
I pay for everything else, though. Why won't she pay for the pre-check? It makes no sense. You save a ton of time.
Let me grab
you keep
calls
your
on this
shoes
real
on.
quick. 877-995-4681. So on one hand, we have Beth. We have Beth who's upset because
She got called a peasant, maybe?
I do agree with that. Okay. All
That's
right.
a joke, though.
It's not funny.
I think it's
okay,
funny.
let's say, John, you're with somebody. Do you think you should be and you have pre-check, they don't? Do you wait in the regular line with them or no?
Hell no. I pay for pre-check.
So it's up to them. It's up to them since you're paying for everything else to.
But then don't you have to wait on the other end for them anyway?
Yeah, but I don't take my stuff out of my bag. So if I upgrade to first class, I'm going to say no and sit back and coach.
Wait, so if you had Mrs. John right now,
yeah,
and you got upgraded to first class, Mrs. John has a regular seat in coach,
yeah,
at 4C,
yes,
like the middle seat.
I think that she should appreciate that I worked so hard, and maybe I deserve this.
Okay, I can. Maybe we got the peasant.
877-995-4681.
I'm
saying to answer your question as to why Beth may have dipped out.
Yeah, but that's such a stupid thing to. Come on, you're going to break the whole thing off for that? Just pay the money. It's not that big of a deal. Look at how much time you're going to save. Act like an adult for once.
Hold on.
I mean, if you fly a lot, it's like probably $5 a flight.
Wait.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Wait,
it's literally nothing, and you're all that time you save.
So somebody just texted in really quick. If you have a TSA pre-check, they flag you if you go through the regular line as they find it suspicious.
Really?
Oh, that would make sense. I get that.
Peasant, I'm dead.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
Man.
It's kind of funny.
This is a dumb reason to ghost somebody. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a stupid reason.
Getting a free trip out of it.
So
exactly.
My boyfriend doesn't have pre-check. I don't wait for him. He goes through.
Yeah. So what?
I think peasant is funny.
I'm not taking my shoes off. You kidding me?
Yeah, but okay. So can I just take it one step further? I mean, obviously, every couple has maybe like that one little wound.
Yeah.
You know. So obviously, this is a very simple one, in our opinion, that could be solved with getting her pre-check.
She can get herself pre-check.
Well, or is that the answer, or is it just?
It takes like 10 minutes and it lasts for 5 years.
Right, I understand that, but I'm just saying, is it such a small thing that it could be easily worked out and everyone gets back together and everyone's happy and you get travel.
It sounds like she was looking for a reason to get out, though. Like, you don't just leave a relationship after a year just because of TSA pre-check.
Right?
Hey, Lindsay, thanks for calling.
Stop it with the peasant.
Thanks for calling us peasants here. How can we help? How can we be obsessed with you today?
Okay, I'm sorry. She's a diva because that's hilarious. If my fiance came up to me and called me a peasant because he had pre-check, I would be cracking up. That's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
If you joke with each other like that, then you're never going to make anything last.
Exactly.
And if he's going out of his way to take her with him on his trip, pay for her tickets, and the only thing he didn't get was pre-check, and she didn't bother to tell him that she had an issue with that, then honestly, it does not surprise me that she is not in a a relationship right now. And going to keep winding up by herself.
How do you really feel, Lindsay? Really? Thanks for not holding anything back. I appreciate you.
I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Don't apologize. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Oh, so is it Onika? Annika?
Yes, it sounds like she's looking for a reason to get out the relationship. My boyfriend is in the military, and he does pre-check all the time. Every flight we goes on, he does pre-check, and I don't mind that he leaves. I just give him all the bags.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay,
I like that.
That's a fair. You know, that's actually a fair trade. Here.
Yeah, and he meets me at the end right there where everyone sits on the bench and put on their shoes. He meets me right there. So we're going on the same plane and everything. Even if he feels like, oh, he's going to get on there faster, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'll wait in line and take off all my shoes and everything.
But the trade
we're still going on the same vacation.
Right.
I don't get why she's upset about it.
But you made a brilliant point. That this is why I love you and why you what you contribute to the show, because you have a thing with your. First of all, please thank him for his service.
Yes.
Second of all, the fact that he'll agree to take the bags so that you got to stand in the longer line. but at least you're not lugging a bag around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So there is a little tit for tat to be had. And I think it's adorable. Thank you so much for the call. Have a great day.
No problem. Thank
Man, now if he patted her head and it had people throw rose petals in front of him, and was
that's just hilarious.
Farewell, peasant.
Yeah,
I think that's so funny, though.
I mean, if you share the same sense of humor, yeah.
I always do it to Eric if I have better seating than him on an airplane. And he walks by, I go, peasant.
I have a feeling everyone said it to me as I walk past them in first class, and they're like looking up at you, going, "Suckers."
Don't breathe my air, peasant.
Good morning, Rebecca. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So you're on whose side? You're on Beth's side?
I'm definitely on Doug's side.
Oh, Doug's
she
side.
Be a big girl and wait in line by herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And be grateful that she's even along for the trip.
You know what? That's another great point. And I do think that holds a lot of weight in this, too. Because if you think about it, she is getting a free vacation.
Correct.
Or at least
she's sitting at home by herself.
I shouldn't say vacation because she said she could work from anywhere. So maybe she's getting a free office.
A free trip.
With a great view.
It's still a trip.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the call. Have a fantastic Wednesday.
My man.
The people are saying if they book together, she would get pre-check placed on her ticket as well because of his status. I don't know if that's true.
That's not true at all, actually.
And I also think probably he's not. If it's a corporate trip for him, he's probably not booking his own ticket.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
True.
He probably has, because like us, we have to go through the company.
She needs to get over it.
Well, I think she has.
So, honestly, drop the peasant attitude.
She's hung up.
Exactly.
The Kane Show.
Hear more at kaneshow.com.